Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to groom your Pomeranian without using scissors. If you've been wanting to groom your Pomeranian at home but you are worried that you might accidentally hurt your dog or yourself, this is the perfect video for you. Alright, let's begin. I have a separate video on how to give your Pomeranian a bath and I will put a link to that video in the description. Let's talk about how to dry your Pomeranian after a bath. This smart pet dryer box by Home Run Pet is what I recommend for drying your Pomeranians, and I will explain why. So some of you have been asking me in the comment section what to do if your dog absolutely hates the blow dryer. This will literally solve it for you. It's incredibly quiet. You can watch my full review video. I actually compare the sound between this and the regular blow dryer in that video. The heat is gentle and safe, so you don't have to worry about accidentally burning your dog's skin like with the blow dryer. So that's why dogs likely feel more comfortable inside this. It's also a lot easier on you physically. So no more kneeling down or hunching your shoulder for an hour. And if you're tired of that fur flying everywhere, this tool keeps the fur contained inside the box. And cleaning up afterwards is just easy peasy. Now, which one should you choose? So for the lash dryer, this one is spacious, perfect for multi-pet households or claustrophobic dogs who don't like small spaces. It also comes with wheels. If you want the flexibility to move it around the house easily, this might be the better option. For the small smart dryer, this one is a more budget-friendly option, and it works perfectly if you have just one small dog or if you live in a small apartment with limited space. It doesn't have wheels, but it's light enough that you can just lift it up and move it around easily without any problem. Plus, it includes a buttery soft dog mat. When you're not using it to dry, it doubles as a cozy bed for your dog. My Pomeranian Boo, he loves sleeping in it. So for those looking for a more affordable option, I recommend trying out this handheld pet hand dryer. The wind is powerful, so you can set it on room temperature or warm setting, making it comfortable for your dog, yet still drying faster and quieter than a regular blow dryer. It comes with 3 nozzles for different needs, and you can easily adjust the wind speed from 0 all the way to 99 anytime just with a simple twist. Alright, now that you've finished drying your dog, it's time to brush them. I have a detailed tutorial on how to brush a Pomeranian without causing them discomfort, so I will link it in the description without going into detail here. I just want to quickly mention that the grooming tool that we're using today also comes with a pin brush, which is typically the first brush I use in my 3-step brushing process. It also includes a silicone massage brush, which Cece absolutely loves because it feels like a relaxing massage while removing loose hair at the same time. Alright, now let's get to the exciting part. How to groom a Pomeranian without using scissors. My mom will be demonstrating the technique for you today, and here's what we'll be using. This grooming blade is designed with pet safety in mind, making it the perfect option for Pomeranians who tend to be a bit reactive. It also comes with various sizes of guard combs to prevent accidentally cutting too much fur. However, from my personal experience, I usually don't like to use the guard combs on Pomeranian fur because of their incredibly soft texture. I find that using my hand as a guide gives me much better control and a smoother cut. I recommend starting with the butt area first. This spot lets you get a feel for how much pressure to apply with the clippers. Also, if you accidentally press too hard, it won't affect your Pom's adorable face or main body. Use very light pressure and let the clippers glide over the coat. It's better to make a few gentle passes than to trim it all at once. This keeps the fur looking natural and even. You'll notice how my mom uses her hand as a guide and safeguard for better control. Right now, we are using the lowest setting on both the clippers and the vacuum. Starting low means it won't take off too much hair even if you apply extra pressure. It also helps you get used to the feel of how the clipper works before increasing the power. Once you feel more confident, you can increase the setting to make it more powerful. This will get the job done faster, allowing you to trim a lot more with much less pressure. When we started on low, the vacuum didn't immediately suck up the cut hair, so we had to put the clipper close to the hair falling on the table to suck it. But as we increased the vacuum power, it began pulling in hair automatically, preventing it from flying around, keeping things neat and tidy, which makes cleaning up so easy. For that fluffy area below the butt, we like to clip it into a V shape. This gives a neat look and keeps things cleaner. For the sides, just glide the clipper lightly down to remove frizzy bits. Use your hand as a guide throughout to maintain control. Already, you can see how much smoother and tidier it looks. My My mom tried incorporating a comb as a guide here, thinking her hand method might look too unconventional and scare off my viewers, but that's when things started to go wrong. It looked amazing with her simple method of using her hand to guide the clipper lightly over the coat until she added the comb, which is typically the advice you will likely get if you use ChatGPT to ask this type of question. So now she's trying to fix the mistake by going back to her hand technique. Look at how instantly smoother and more even it looks when she uses her hand. This just goes to show that you can trust our technique, as you can see it right now, how using your hand as a guide produced the best results. It may seem a bit unconventional at first, but my mom has been perfecting and fine-tuning this technique for years so you can feel confident following along. Now for the belly area, just glide the clipper lightly underneath to remove any frizz, keeping the area nice and clean. Now we'll repeat all the steps on the other side. This time she's sticking to her method without experimenting with the comb, and you can see that the result looks really professional. Now, let's not forget their legs. This part is very important for achieving a neat and tidy look on a Pomeranian. You will notice a huge difference in their appearance after trimming their legs. It's just like they get an instant upgrade. So use gentle and downward glides with the clippers all around the back, the front and sides of their legs to smooth out any frizzy bits. Just take your time and make steady passes and just keep doing it over and over again until you are able to get an even finish. Just going over the area under their belly, their armpits, as well as their front belly right between their two front legs to trim any leftover frizzy bits to get ready to groom the most important part of a Pomeranian, their face. Now onto the face. This part can be tricky. So here's a tip. Imagine an orange. The goal is to create a round oval shape for your Poms face. Gently glide the clippers along the sides, using your hand as a guide to keep that roundness. For the area below the face, down to the front of their belly between their front legs, I like to visualize creating a gentle graduated curve from their round, fluffy face all the way to their belly. To achieve this, lightly glide down and around with the clipper, applying a very gentle pressure. Use your hand on top of their coat to guide the clipper in the right direction as you shape this area into a smooth curve. And here's the result. Now, I know I said no scissors, and technically that's true because you could basically stop here and it's already looking really good considering that this is done at home and without any scissors at all. With that being said, I usually like to go over their coat with this blending scissors to smooth out any rough spots. My mom used to be a pro at this, but it's been a few years since she's done it regularly. So there were one or two small areas that look slightly uneven, but nothing too noticeable. With the technique I showed you, using your hand as both a guide and a safeguard to avoid cutting too much, it's easy to fix any minor spots by quickly running the scissors through for a smooth and polished finish. I also like to use this long nozzle to clean up the table as I do the final touch-ups with the scissors. It keeps everything tidy and makes the grooming process so much easier. And here you go, look at the final result and look at how cute and neat he is with this method and the tools that we're using today, especially if you went with one of the smart dryer box options. There will be hardly any fur left lying around by the time we are done. The smart dryer box contained all the fur during the drying process inside it, and then as we brush, the vacuum catches any loose hair, and when we groom, it also sucks in the cut fur. Most of the hair actually comes from my final touch-up with the scissors. Now it's just my clothes that have fur on them, so I will use this lean brush to quickly get rid of any pet hair sticking to my clothes, and it works really well. So now there's one more task left. Actually, I'm lying, there's three. Trimming the fur around their paw pads, clipping the nails, and trimming the fur around their private areas. I actually have a separate video with a full tutorial on nail clipping and paw fur trimming, so I will link that in the description. Trimming the fur around your Pomeranian's real is essential because they are prone to what we call poop butt. So if you don't keep this area trimmed, chances are they will end up with poop sticking around their butt. Trimming the fur around their private parts is also crucial to keep things clean and avoid getting pee stuck in the fur. Just be very gentle when you're trimming close to their private parts and don't try to go too close to their skin. The small blade clipper that I use for this task is no longer available. I tried something similar from One Is All. It has strong vibrations and Boo didn't like it. so I wouldn't recommend it. However, I saw this clipper on Amazon that looks pretty promising based on the design of the blade. I will link all the products I mentioned today in the description box. There's a special discount code exclusive just for my audience, so be sure to take advantage of that. So if you purchase through my link, I also receive a small affiliate commission, and I would really appreciate that, as it helps pay for the expenses to run this channel so that I can keep making educational content for Pomeranian owners. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye!